You need to pause and get real. The reality, coach, is that it's a World Cup qualifier. There's no team that would come and just be bullied and walk away with a basket of goals. We saw a good training final session. Here was almost quarter filled. It's match day now. Action starts.
Of course, I mean, the players, the technical team, they are aware of it. I mean, they know Ghanaians is not going to accept anything than victory. And I personally spoke to Chris Hilton before they left Accra, and he told me that, look, I was given an assignment, coach. I've qualified for AFCON, and this is the World Cup qualifiers, and I'll make sure that Ghana gets there. So looking at the performance of the players, the attitude, the mentality of the players last night when they're having their training session here, you clearly see that the players are poised for action. In as much that countries like Nigeria and the other countries, I mean, Egypt has set the tone rolling. I mean, 6. Nigeria sat at home, they drew with Lesotho, as you rightly said. But I believe that the Black Stars' recent performance, and of course every Ghanaian is calling for the Black Stars to live up to the billing. I mean, what we know Black Stars used to do at the
that's where the problem is. I mean, yes, it's great to be optimistic, it's great to be positive, it's great to be nationalistic, but the reality is that football has changed and we have to do the homework. Are you confident we've done the homework on
I'm sure.
Madagascar?
I mean, the players that they were invited, looking at their performances in their last 8-10 matches, they've been awesome. I mean, it dawns to the technical team headed by Chris Hilton to be able to put the right players, right tactics, and I'm sure that they are good to go. Look, when the fans saw Andre Ayew yesterday here, and you could clearly see from the face of Andre Ayew that, look, he and his charges and his colleagues are ready for this particular game, and they know it, because we need to beat them well. On Tuesday we are going to Comoros, and after these 2 games, we're not going to have any World Cup qualifier. We're going to Cote d'Ivoire to play the AFCON. So they want to set the tone rolling to prepare them for AFCON, and after AFCON, then they continue the qualifiers. Yeah, and I've said it sometimes that, but look, this is Canada, this is US, and this is Mexico. Ghana cannot afford not to go.
And I was talking about the DIU's inclusion. Of course, some had doubts before. Now we know that there were several clubs he was caught in, and then he decided to go for Le Havre. That issue is now dead and buried. He's playing, or he will be playing regularly. He's the captain, and he's the most experienced player in the squad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I believe that now they will not be thinking about looking for a club. He's now with the club. So the focus, the attitude, the mentality is with the Black Stars. And you could clearly see from his colleagues that, look, our motivator is in, our leader is in. And you could clearly see that, look, the boys are ready. The FA has done his job, the ministry has done the job. And look at the fans yesterday. And just when we were just entering the stadium this morning, before 9 a.m., you saw people out there coming in. And for me, I believe that Baba Yara is ready for this particular game. And of course, we cannot take anything away from the Madagascar. We've played them before. I mean, of course, they've steadied us. That's why I said it dawns on Chris Hilton and his charges to be able to make sure that they go through this particular hurdle.
And of course, it's positive also in terms of what to expect. The coaches said, we didn't come here to make the numbers. We will do everything in our power to beat the Black Stars. Not to get a good result, not to draw, but to beat the Black Stars. That's a very interesting statement.
Of course, psychologically, he has prepared his players. We've played them before. You guys shouldn't be afraid. Go in there and make sure that you can make it. Psychologically, he's preparing his players. But I believe that Chris Hilton and his boys also knows that, look, this is a qualifier. We don't need to play stylish game. We don't need to play beautiful football. We need to win. It's about win. How we win it is what is most important. The 3 points. It's not about how we play. It's not about the stylish. It's not about the beautiful of the game. Yeah, in as much that Ghanaians love to see beautiful football. This is a World Cup qualifier. It's like playing an FA Cup. How we should go through. And I'm sure that how we score the goals today, how we win today, that matters most.
Yeah, let's talk about factors around. We've been up very early since we got here, and the buzz is Kumasi. Kumasi is Kumasi. They're very faithful to football. I would always say that Kumasi's fans are faithful to football. If you play good football, they don't care if you're coming from the north, east, south, they will support you. And in this case, it's a national cause. But of course, the issue also of Coach Chris Hilton, it was a distraction, an attempt or destabilize him. That has been thrown away, and he's fully focused.
Yeah, it's normal, and he's aware of it. I met him in front of Alisa Hotel, and he's not thinking about those rumors that is spreading around. No, not at all. The man is focused. I spoke with him one-on-one, and he's focused. And yeah, for me, it's normal for people to talk about coaches that are not performing, Coach Beko, Coach Bejina, Yamanenko, and this is normal in modern day football. But the man is focused. The most important thing is that the man is focused and the man is ready. Yeah, looking at the security agencies out there, majority of them are out there. Look at the NSA. this morning the game is at 4 p.m. and look at what they are doing. Mr. Boahen and his charges. Look at everything that they are doing. I mean, look at those guys out there who will be at the gates helping the NSA to be able to scan the e-ticketing. And for me, I believe that Baba Yara is ready. Ghana is ready. So now I'm sure the players themselves in their hotel rooms will be meditating, will be relaxing, and also preparing their mind for this crucial game. And I'm sure that at the end of the 90 minutes, Blaster should not score less than two goals in this game.
All right, Coach Eben, obviously very emphatic about where victory would lie. Preparations have been good, as I said, and traditionally from time immemorial, it's very important that preparations overlap and also align with the team itself. And we've been told by a reliable source that the technical team and the players after yesterday's training session requested for the pitch to be made a bit better or smoother. Let me use the word a bit smoother, and that is being done. That is why from 6 a.m. Green Grass Technology led by Frank Boahen has been here with his team. Honorable Otu, this is the man when you come to Baba Yara, media, vendors, security, you need to go through him. Charlie, I'd say good to see you. Another match day.
Yes, a tough day.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Almost about 3 days now.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you've been here since 6 a.m. to make sure. Why so early? And what are we doing today? What are we doing this morning?
Well, we have been learning from every activity which goes on here. At times, we'll be doing some final touches whereby the spectators are huge in the stadium. So this time we have decided if we have to do something, we have to do it earlier so that people don't see the outcome of our finishing. So yesterday, after the training, the day you told Mr. Boahen that the pitch is too high, the grass is too high, so we have to cut it down. And by 6 a.m., as you said, they were here working, trying to make sure that everything goes in favor of our players. And also after this they have to do marking. Those who are doing branding too, by say 1 hour time they will finish, then all is set.
Awesome. I know the scanners, I mean, when we were coming we saw the security personnel, they're already being put into their various posts, but the scanners, that's very important because we've had challenges with the e-ticketing. Yeah. But people are beginning to get into the groove. I met Auntie Comfort outside and she wants to come and watch the match. Sometimes it might be a challenge for the e-ticketing. They don't quite yet get it. Is there a balance or strictly 100% e-ticketing to enter the stadium?
It's e-ticketing. They are not taking money at the gate. But one thing, we were having a lot of disadvantages as against the e-ticketing.
Sure.
But we have a stakeholders meeting and we took a final decision that they have to get boosters so that it will help us to scan. At times, 3 or 4 spectators can use it to enter the stadium, while the scanning becomes difficult. So this time, the MTN people have brought enough of boosters in. We can see from behind the camera, there are almost about 4 in places which can help the scanners to get access, so that everything will go on well. And then those who be coming also, we can also know everything is fine for us, because without the scanners, I think most Kumasi people will capitalize on the e-ticketing to get access to the stadium free without paying any. And
I'm sure you're working in conjunction with the various media houses, the radio stations, to make sure
for the promo.
Yes. To make sure this information goes out.
Yes, we have told them already against Kotoko matches, and then for this Blaster match also, we have informed the media what they have to tell our spectators, and also we are giving them tickets to be given out, so that we see a lot of spectators for today's game, because today is a working day, and if we don't market it well or we don't have this match well, attendance may be something else. So the media guys actually have to say from our local league matches and everything, it's all good. It's okay. Right,
and then very, very finally, in terms of security, I don't need to ask you about that, but I'm so surprised that they're here so many hours before kickoff.
Yes, some started reporting at 6 a.m. and we'll be having 600 security personnel for today's game. And most of them, everybody has a role to play. Some are here, they will be mingling with the spectators to make sure that they don't misbehave. Others also are here to check that cars that are getting in have all the necessary documents before getting into the stadium. Not all vehicles are going to be allowed to enter Baba Yara Sports Stadium now. So after 10 o'clock, if you know you came here for working or something else, you have to make sure your vehicle is parked outside the stadium so that we'll get free access of movement for spectators as well as officials who will be coming in with their vehicles.
So security personnel check, vendors check,
yes,
branding, the corporate partners, the FA, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, National Sports Authority. We have the scanners for the e-tickets. 6 a.m. you guys were here making sure everything is on course. We're good, we're set, we're ready to roll.
Yes, we are ready to go. And this is a different World Cup qualifier altogether. Jerseys, items going to use differ, the logos, everything differ. So I think we are ready. We are witnessing a new season or a new calendar for the World Cup qualifier. So when the game starts, you see the difference for this year's World Cup qualifier.
Excellent. If you've just joined us, we're live on Max TV and we've been here for some hours, but these guys have been here since 6 a.m., since the break of dawn, and they've been making sure they put together final touches, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Of course, I'm here with Coach Ibn Sifa. Before we leave, we've been here for a while. Before we leave, Coach, positive to hear how communication, and a big thanks to Otu as well. He's a key official of the National Sports Authority, and I'm happy to hear that they're in good communication. The captain has requested, in conjunction with his players, that the grass be trimmed a little bit more to suit their play, and that is good communication, good cooperation.
Of course, they train on the pitch. This is our homeland. This is our home game. I mean, of course, they train. They feel that the grass needs to go down, and of course, the authorities are also making sure that they do it as the players also want. So for me, it is good news. And yeah, I'm happy to tell you that, look, the NSA board chairman, Seth Panu is here, and his men are here to see to it that everything is in order. It tells you that the NSA has taken it serious about this particular game. The NSA is working so hard. As early as 8 o'clock, you saw the board chairman set here, and the people of the NSA, they are all here making sure that things are in place for the Blasters. And for me, I believe that everything is in place. We've seen it, we've witnessed it, and I'm sure that audience at home are also witnessing it live on Max TV. So for me, it is good to be at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. We are definitely going to have a very wonderful game this afternoon.
Yeah, and then on a lighter note, on a match day, and Otu will tell you this, on a match day, there's a vibe. There's, apart from the fufu, there's a, what's the word to you? A routine.
Yeah.
If it's a mutuo, if you go and have, those of you, because I don't drink, I like ice water. But you go and have your mutuo, your whatever it is, your kenke, your fufu, and then you get ready to the stadium, and there's all, it's a Friday, but it's because we're playing on Tuesday. Yeah. The matches have been arranged in a manner. They started on Wednesday.
Of course, I'm sure from here we'll be going to the joints to see them. The fans will be coming in. Coming to Baba Yara, you need to fill your tummy before you get in here. I mean, the cheeses, the fufus, and the like. I mean, we saw some guys taking some rice this morning, and you saw it yourself. I mean, I think it is good to watch football at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And of course, the people of Kumasi loves the Blasters. Yeah, I can't just imagine the woman you just interviewed. I mean, she was giving us 3-0. She was giving us 3-0, and for me, the positive mindset of the supporters here tells you that the players cannot disappoint. And of course, I'm sure they will go all out. It is good to be at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, and if you cannot be here, I'm sure you glue to your TV and you're going to watch everything live that we are giving you.
All right, we're bringing you updates online. Go and check all the latest photos, videos, and clips. Very interesting pre-match build-up. And of course on Radio Max 89.7 FM, as well as on Max TV. Inundated, intermittent updates. We've had weather forecasts for rain, but for now it doesn't look like it's going to happen this morning. But a bit of showers before kickoff will be great. Why are we here this time? As early as 6 a.m., the NSA officials with Green Grass Technology, Frank Boahen, Frank Boahen, of course, he's been doing this for years, made sure they were here to ensure that the grass is at the level that they want. The players, led by their captain Andre Ayew, after the final training session, requested for that, and that has been done. We've spoken to an NSA official, Otu, who's given us the reasons why. So they've been here since 6 a.m. Immediately they're done, the markings will be completed, and everything will be in place. It's a World Cup qualifier, so what that means is that in terms of branding, what goes out, that also changes, and FIFA is very strict on that. So a lot of things will be done. They'll check, FIFA officials are here, they'll go around to make sure that in terms of branding, they own this game. It's for FIFA and its allied partners. So you could see a lot of activity, officials making sure that everything is pristine and prim and proper. But beyond that, we're good to go. The Black Stars, no fresh injury worries to report. The initial pullouts, Kamaldeen and co, obviously days before camping, so they've made adjustments. The lineup, we're not too sure. Obviously, Chris Hughton would know best, and he would have to watch out for Madagascar, who play a very fluid, fast, energetic game. They've got to be wary of that. Madagascar themselves are saying that they will surprise the Black Stars here. I'm chuckling because the fans disagree. They say no, it's not going to happen. But anyway, keep with us on Max FM 89.7, online and also on television. I'm here with Coach Eben and the rest of the crew, bringing you all the latest ahead of Ghana versus Madagascar. Thank you very much.
Oh no, it's normal. Yeah, it's normal. Cheers.